Hey,
What
what
up?
up?
Boy, this man Kenny missing already.
Yeah, he is.
Hey man, you must be scared of that weather.
Weather got him down and out.
Well, nah, man, it's supposed to be some bad weather. But hey, we come through rain, sleet, snow, storm, thunder, lightning, hurricane, tornado.
Oh,
We
that's
here.
great, man. I feel like it's been a long week, man.
Man, listen, it's been a it's been a it's been a all right week for me. I guess. Um Football started. Boy,
Boy,
we took one on the chin, boy, the other day. Well, I'm talking about middle school football. I ain't.
middle school. Who y'all,
What
who
up,
y'all, who y'all-
what up, fellas?
Man, there you go. He joined us.
Hey, you
Hey,
see how he slid in the cut? Like what?
what up?
He slid in there.
Had to get my red cup right.
Oh, but yeah, man. We took one on the chin, boy, the other day, boy. Woo.
Who'd y'all play?
Monster Creek.
Monster Creek.
Yeah, boy. I took one on the chin, boy. Woo. Woo. That's the first time. That's the first time in some years.
But y'all lost a game, huh?
Well, now that we got that we took one on the chin like that. What up, Miss Deborah?
Hey, how's it going, Miss Deborah?
What up, Miss
But
Deborah?
but hey, but it's all good though. You got a dog bite you on the tail sometime.
Hey, it happens. What's going on, fellas? What's up? What's up? What's up? I seen so high school football is back in effect.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it is.
Hey, what else? I didn't say anything, man.
You did. You did. Go ahead. Let's go.
Hey, before we get there though, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Derek.
Yeah,
And it feel better. So he tell you what happened?
lights out, baby.
Hey, it's a storm in the area. I think Tat just got zapped by it.
Yeah.
But Derek could get better. From what I understand, he got a little banged up in the game yesterday, but hopefully he get better and get back on the court. I mean the field. So shout out to Derek.
But a heck of a game yesterday.
Yeah. Good game for Derek, man. Good game for the mighty Hoko Bears yesterday. What they won, 57-10, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I caught a little bit of it.
Yeah, something like that, man. All the players that we know, that's part of the organization. Shout out to all of them. MJ, Jacamry, Derek. They all had good games. I see Jacamry got like defensive player of the game or something like that, right?
Player of the game, yeah, man.
Yeah, so all around great effort from the Hoko Bears in their first game. Tipping off the season, played up at the Dome.
Yeah,
Hey, you good, man?
Man, listen. I'm messing with you about this weather. Damn power. Man, my bad. I ain't mean to cuss because I said earlier. But my bad. Damn power went out, man, and came back on. And
You dealing with the Coach Buddy Wi-Fi?
no, man, the power went out.
Oh, all right.
Everything trying to restore him.
But yeah, man, we was just talking about the mighty Hoko Bears, man. Good game yesterday.
No, there you go.
To tip the season, played up in the Benz, didn't it?
Yeah. Hopefully you can finish up though.
Yeah. That's did it move back there? The championships move back there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So did Perry play yesterday?
Yeah,
Well,
Perry ended up winning.
Perry won. Okay.
They play ball. Man.
Yeah, they played ball.
They play ball. Man.
Oh, they played out at was it
Fort Valley. Yeah.
Ball. Okay.
Man,
Northside played yet?
Northside play Eagles.
They play Eagles Landing.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming they won. Veterans
lost to Jones County, I think.
Yeah, they played Jones County.
Jones. Okay. All right.
Peach County played Northeast.
Yeah, they won, right?
Yeah, they won. Oh, what you trying to? Hold on, what you trying to get to?
No, man, we just doing what we doing.
Recap.
I know what you're trying to get to.
This is what we do. This is what we do.
I know what you're trying to get to.
What are you trying to get to?
I'm just wondering if that's what we do. Y'all had a tough game, man.
Yeah. We play. Yeah, we play. I mean, ain't no excuses, man. I mean that Lee County is only the top, number 3 team in the state.
That's your boy right there.
Man, look, for real, home. Oh, okay. That's all right. Yeah. Laugh now. Y'all laugh now. Hey, what? I ain't talking about y'all. I ain't talking about y'all. That's the North Side folk. I had a couple North Side folk that tagged me and all that stuff already.
Here's the thing. You poke, was that no pun intended? But you poke the eagle a lot.
Listen, I ain't saying nothing to nobody about
this year
about no football. They done started with me already. I ain't saying nothing to nobody. But all right.
He said, all right.
All right. Y'all laugh now. We played Lee County and y'all played little old Eagles Landing, who dressed like 45 players.
Now, to put that in context, Lee County is probably gonna be a beast this year.
Oh.
Yeah, they top 5 or top 7 in Georgia.
Yeah. So it's gonna be something.
That's
that was first game, non-conference game. Well, non-region game. Trying to by the time. Is that me?
Nah. We gonna get Tad back. I think he's trying to get back in.
Yeah, this weather acting up to look like out here.
There we go. We got you back.
It's been a good day all day too.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Yeah. So what else going on, man? I don't know how my faking mill squad did this weekend. I mean, it's their first opening games. You know, Charles?
I do not.
I think 7th grade won and 8th grade lost. I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say 7th grade won, 8th grade lost.
Okay. All right. What about Bonaire? You got any updates on Bonaire?
I think Bonaire 7th grade lost, 8th grade won.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Northside. I don't know what Northside did. I know Thompson. Both 7th and 8th grade.
Assume they won.
Yeah, I'm assuming they won.
I think 7th and 8th grade lost.
What about Perry? You said Perry?
Perry, Huntington.
Oh, Huntington.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we that.
Yeah, I think Perry 7th grade won and 8th grade lost.
Perry, okay. All right. Was that time of the season, that time of the year? So football is back in full effect. So shout out to all the football.
Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny got a little glitch, but you're back. Good.
I'm listening.
Yeah, just a little bit. We're gonna work through it.
Come back in.
Nah, it's the weather, man.
It's the weather.
Crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like this all day due to the weather. So y'all bear with us. But we'll try to keep y'all up to date on the middle school games.
And the high school.
And the high school game. Football.
Yeah. We'll do our weekly recap. And then when the NFL gets started.
Oh yeah.
What y'all looking like over there, Tat?
Well.
What are y'all now?
Oh, it's about the nation?
No, NFL.
Oh, man, you 17-0. What you think? Kind of
I'm saying, what's your name now?
Oh, man, listen, the Super Bowl champs.
Y'all changed your name from the Commanders? They left the Commanders?
Nah, we still the Commanders, 17-0. Super Bowl champ.
Charles, what y'all looking like?
It just started, man. So it's kind of hard to say. I think we played the LA Chargers. We beat them. And then we
got a quarterback now, Charles.
Well, they giving the young bull from Georgia Stinson little play, but I think it's gonna be Stafford. Things get rolled.
They giving who some play?
Stetson Bennett.
Stetson Bennett.
Oh, he back with them?
Yeah, yeah. Well, he had a little problems. He had to get it squared away.
Right.
So
What it look like out there?
he ain't look bad the last 6, 7 minutes against was that the Cowboys?
Mm-hmm.
Was the Cowboys?
Mhm.
That's the Cowboys.
He ain't look bad, man. I think him playing behind Stafford gonna play benefits. I'm not sold on it yet.
Like he gonna be like backup, like second string.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Really?
I don't see him playing in front of Stafford.
No, not playing in front of. I didn't know he would be that high on the depth chart.
Oh well, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. They could bring somebody in. Uh, they could bring a more veteran quarterback in to fill that backup role.
Right. Okay. All right. Hey, speaking of that, man, I just thought of something. Shout out to our boy Bo.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
When
Yeah.
when is he leaving?
So Bo will be heading to Texas um the end of this month.
End of this month.
So yeah, congratulations to him, man. He's going off to Texas to do big things. Uh, gonna get a promotion out there. The organization really need him to really need him out there where he's going to take on some new leadership roles. So new challenges, but he's ready for it, man. He's gonna be. He gonna be
All right. Well, I'm excited for him and the
Yes,
fam.
yep.
Congratulations, Coach Bo. What part of Texas is he going to?
San Antonio.
Okay.
They get stuff situated with the house and stuff.
Okay. Well, good then.
My
Well,
boy,
good.
that's
Man, what
yeah,
else is going on, man? We got this camp coming up. Hype,
yes.
unsigned hype.
Sign hype is coming up, boys and girls.
Boys
Mhm.
and girls. Was it 22nd and 28th?
21st,
Yeah.
Was it 21st?
21st and 28th. So
21st and 28th. Yeah. My bad.
the girls will be the 21st at Rosa Jackson Rec Department, Rec Center,
Mm-hmm.
21st, 9th through 12th grade, and then the boys will be the 28th at the
28th.
house in the complex, Warner Robins. So man, definitely get your athletes out there, get them signed up. Those unsigned seniors, juniors, then those underclassmen, get them out there as well, so they can start getting some exposure and somebody with uh, somebody get some eyes on them early, right? Getting the right eyes on them early.
And that's the key, getting the right eyes on them. Waster does a great job with that, man, and jump starting a lot of these kids, early. A lot of these kids that are under recruited. Uh, this camp has jump started a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
So this one ain't gonna be no short of anything else that he's had in the past. I'm
No,
excited.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm excited about it. Of course, we'll be there. But like you said, more so for the opportunity for the young men and the young women in the area. Uh, People have gained offers coming out of these camps. Got you know notoriety. Put on some people radars based on how they performed in the camp, and the tireless work that goes in after the camp, right? To help get kids opportunities as well, right? So you got to be there, you got to be in the place, you got to perform. But if you're performing and doing what you do, there's also a system in place to help you along this journey. So
Well, I'm just excited. The point of wasted, continuously to push Middle Georgia, to the forefront.
mhm.
Boy, like you say, boys and girls. I mean, just look at what's been happened over the couple years now with girls basketball here in Middle Georgia. Some of the ones that's came through his camps, and
Mhm.
that he had dealings with. Um, you know, look at their outcome. And it's looked like from year to year, it seems like it's more of girls getting more exposure, getting more offers, and more girls are going to school now. And a lot of that is due to the unsigned hype, or just the in season evaluations that he give, throughout the season on different players. So
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah.
wouldn't want to miss it. You better get those kids signed up.
At all.
Man, and that's been growing and growing and growing, man. So we actually give you a little bit of insight too, man. When the high school not camp, the tournament that he puts together once that gets going as well. So
The Hardwood Invitational.
the hardwood invitation. I'm looking forward to all of that, brother.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the season to start.
I mean, but because at the end of the day, man, you got somebody in your area that's supporting and pushing and giving a opportunity and a platform to showcase your kids. So, what I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but just support it, right? Understand the opportunity. Understand the opportunity. It's a lot of fraudulent things going on out here, right? For a lot of people to beat on their chest and say they are what they this and that or whatever. But when you're looking at something that's genuine, you got to take an opportunity for it. So that's all I'll say about that. That's it.
Hey,
What you said?
That man, listen. Get signed up for the camp. The man's doing a great deed. Just get signed up for the camp, man. So hey, it's a lot of these other camps going on too.
Yeah, not to cut you. I'm my bad, bro. But what separates the Hype South camp from other camps?
You asking me?
I'm asking you. In your opinion, what separates the Hype South camp from other camps?
Other camps around here or in the Atlanta area or like?
Yeah. We can start with here. We can include Atlanta. We understand there are good camps in there. Well, I won't even say that, right? So let's say what separates a good productive camp from a non-productive camp?
Organization.
What are some of the things you should look for if you're trying to decide if it's a camp? If it's two camps on the same day, right? What should tilt you to one or the other?
I would say just go back and look at the history of the camp's holder. The people that's putting on the camp. Go back and look at. You can just go look at their history. The background of the success of the kids that are coming out of the camp. Whether you had kids that are signed or not signed, or is college coaches there or not there, or if that guy has college connections, and if this guy's been around a while and have done it for a while. It's just like, I don't know. I guess the same way if you pick in a travel team, I guess.
Right.
You have to do. You just got to do your research and your homework. Not everybody that goes to camps is gonna get an offer. Not every camp is gonna be good. Not every camp ain't for everybody. You just got to do your homework.
Right.
I say the same thing about a lot of these college camps. You got to do your research on the college elite camps. Some might not offer, some might just be money grabs. So you got to do your research and see how many kids is offered yearly from a elite camp.
Mhm.
You know, how many kids are really getting offers? I mean, getting interest from a elite camp. You know what I'm saying? How many kids are talking to head coaches at elite camps, or or it's just some of the kids that played there coaching the kids, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So I mean, you just gotta do your homework. I mean, that's what I think. I mean, I ain't.
So yeah, no, I would echo what Tat was saying. So I look at it like a travel team before we go to a camp, especially where we're at with having an upperclassman.
Mhm.
Underclassmen in middle school, you probably got a little bit more freedom. I think when you become an upperclassman, you got to be a little bit more intentional and purposeful with where you send your kids, because you can't miss out on opportunities. So to Tat point, you definitely got to look at the uh, relationships, what circles the camp director is rolling in, what have they what he or she has done historically at their camp. So, uh, I mean, yeah, well, like I say, you want your kid to have fun with basketball. That was some people say, hey, just send them so they can just have some fun and da 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 da. Hey man, we still on a mission. Uh, Once the mission is complete, then we can have fun. And my son is bought into that mindset as well. So it's not a I'm not willing to just send them anywhere. And that's to include some elite camps, right? So if the conversation hadn't been had, we at a point now where we probably, unless he wants to go, if that's a college he wants to attend, then we'll probably do it. But 9 times out of 10, it's we're gonna sit down and talk about it, make a decision.
So speaking of elite camps, I see some of the elite camps now are starting to identify that they've offered kids from their elite camp. All right. So when I see that, that makes me kind of think like, why are they putting that on there now? You know what I mean? And I think it is because some of the elite camps are starting to get a reputation of potentially being money grabs. So now it's got, well, we offered, however many kids from our elite camp before, another way to kind of get kids to come to the camp, because I think some people are starting to see that, well, we coming to the camp, but ain't nothing coming from it. So,
Right.
yeah. Yeah. So, and it's not all schools, right? But like I said, it's just do your research. I guess that's the biggest part, and that's why I even wanted to kind of have that conversation or bring that question up.
But I think it is a thing too for some elite camps. It's okay if you have an underclassman and you're taking them there for the experience. There's nothing.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
It's nothing wrong with that. I think as they get older, the more intentional you have to be, and the
Yes.
more strategic you have to be with those moves.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you, Charles. I would say going as a 9th and 10th grader to elite camps does nothing but help you, right? Because you understand you're in a college atmosphere, so to speak, right? You're getting direction from a college coach or a coaching staff to go. To your point, once you get kind of older, and now are we just running around to run around, or is it something intentional? So, yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, no, it's a great conversation.
Yeah. So now, but kind of back to like Wasey's camp, right? Uh, uh, I think his camp is a valuable camp because he has relationships. He has the eye. He's been through this before. He he's done a lot of things that kind of all come together to say, yeah, right. He can reach out to somebody to get in touch with a college coach, or he can have these conversations, and he's seen it before, right? So it's not brand new to him or anything along those lines. So that's why I think his camp also, again, is a very important camp to attend, especially if you're in this area, right? Middle Georgia, South Georgia area. I would say his camp is a camp. I want to when we had this camp before, we did this camp before, we had people come from Atlanta.
Yes.
We have Atlanta, Florida.
Right? And was it Atlanta, Savannah, Augusta, somewhere? Like, we've had people come to the area to attend his camp based on the product of his camp. So I think that's important. Just go out there.
So, do you take that same approach with trainers that you take with AAU teams you select in camps? Is that the same approach, or should it be a different approach?
Nah, I believe it's the same approach. Like, look at the background, right? Look at what you've been able to accomplish. Who's been able to? Well, I can't say that. No, I can't do that. Look, but it has to be a genuine aspect to it, right? So did you help build this person literally, or did you get this person when they was at X level, and you just happened to be in the gym and was rebounding for them, and now they going on to do great things?
This is a legit question. All right.
Yeah.
So say I am a trainer, right? And I consider myself, for whatever reasons, I consider myself a trainer who can take a kid and get him to the next level, right? Should I only take kids that are good, or have a projection to be good, or is there room for me to take youngins and develop from the foundation? And how?
So here's my thing about training, right? And I think I've told you guys this before. If somebody can't dribble in a straight line, and I got you coming to me 3 times a week, right, and charging you X amount of dollars, and now you can dribble in a straight line 3 months later, am I a good trainer?
So, to your point, and this is where I'm going with it, KP. It's probably going. I think there's levels, as anything, right? There's levels to what AAU program you play for and what competition you're going to go to.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same for camps and trainers. I think there's levels. I'm not saying every trainer is bad, but I think that trainer he or she may be able to be able to be productive at a lower level, and then there's some that's mid tier to here, and then there's some elite trainers. I think there's levels to it, right? How do you identify them? I don't know. I'm not going to get into that whole thing because I'm not a trainer, and nor do I claim to be. But I do believe there's levels to it. And to your point, KP, yeah,
Well, I'm stuck on the trainers getting a kid to the next level.
That's my question. Yeah, can you?
So a trainer should have the same relationships that you would hope that a trainer has the same relationships that a camp director, tournament director, these type of folks would have, right? That they can call a college coach. Is that fair to say, or is that not?
I don't know. I ain't a trainer, so I don't know. I don't know.
Let's say this: if any trainers out there,
yeah, y'all weigh in.
Watching us right now, weigh in, please.
And I'm sure you watching. And if you say you ain't watching, you lying. Because I'm pretty sure you are. So don't act like you ain't.
But let's have this conversation, right? Because a trainer has to do things or teach things that translate to games.
Yeah.
So I think for me, and I genuinely believe this. I believe all aspects are needed, right?
I tell you this. And I know we got some parents out there watching right now. Parents, you chime in. What do you expect from your kid's trainer?
That's a great question, because we talk about it so much that it takes a village. And trainers, college coaches, not college coaches, I'm sorry, but high school coaches and AAU coaches are all in this together, right? So
No,
It's
no,
just
no, 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 no. Don't say that. No, I'm sorry.
no,
No,
what I'm saying is, hold on, let me finish that. Let me finish. What I'm saying is they have specific roles within the development of a kid, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean.
definitely.
Yeah. That's where I'm getting at. Everyone has their specific role, and I get it. Some cross into to multiple roles. That could lines could get blurred there. I kind of like the ones that are, hey, I focus on this. I'm an expert in this. I'm an expert in weightlifting and conditioning. I don't yeah, I don't want all the, but that's just me personally. But yeah, if you're a parent or if you're a trainer, man, y'all weigh in. Y'all let us know what y'all think, what y'all thoughts are on that. If you're a
Yeah,
kid that's going to a training and you on the show, y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are too. I'm curious, right?
yeah. Don't be shy, parent.
So
Y'all getting your group text and text about us. Tell us what you expect. Tell us what you expect about your trainers.
yeah, yeah, because some of these coaches catch hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. They catch. I paid da 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 da, and he ain't da 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 da. It's like, well, what was your expectation when you paid for what you paid for? To KP point, if he couldn't dribble in a straight line, now he's dribbling in a straight line. Trainer did his job, right?
Trying to do the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
If I'm not trained, I'm gonna go beat on my chest that I got your kid to dribble in a straight line.
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't a trainer.
Right.
I ain't trying to be no trainer. The only thing I do is fuss at AJ,
Yeah.
trying to get him to do right. And that's and you want to talk about a tall task? I tell you,
My boy,
getting
I
that,
said he was working this weekend. What?
he got him a job. Yeah, he got him a job.
I seen him.
He sweep on head the barbershop. Oh, but first of all, parents, we ain't forgot about you chiming in about your about what you want the trainer to be consist of. And trainers, we ain't forgot about y'all either and chiming in as well. I'm sure you're watching. So y'all chime in.
So real quick, right? So I was having a conversation with somebody this past weekend, and you know the all of this kind of came up, right?
Mm.
And I've talked to Tat and Charles, and we've been in our group text talking about different things or whatever. But yeah, I'm curious, right? So what if you don't have the eye, and if you can't do certain things? Is it really? Are you helping the situation or not? All right. And here's the thing. So here's a conversation, right? So we were talking about something specific, and then I said, well, hey man, we've all three of us on the screen, right, have been asked to evaluate, I think at some point. Right. And I don't know if we have done it to that level from the simple fact of we understand that's a real deal thing.
Correct.
So we're not going to jump out here willy-nilly and say, oh, I'm an evaluator now based on something. Because we got this podcast, so now we're an evaluator.
No, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you from the get-go. I ain't no trainer. I train. Hell, I know what to do, but I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that I'm just a full-blown trainer.
Right.
I know how to coach the game.
Yeah.
I know how to teach the game
You
of
know what's
basketball.
important in the game.
Yes, I know that stuff, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I am a trainer. And if
Right.
anybody ever told you that I said that, they telling a lie.
Mhm.
I ain't never said I was no trainer. I ain't trying to be no, well, except for my children.
Right.
And I know that sound country when I said children. Sorry. Let me get that politically correct. My kids. but except for them. But as far as me teaching the game, I can teach the game. And I mean I could teach a lot of stuff. But as far as me being just a full-blown trainer, evaluator, I can look at the game and say, hey, he ain't he ain't doing this. He ain't doing it. He ain't.
Well,
You might need to do that.
I want to give you
basketball coach, correct?
Huh?
That comes from you being a basketball coach.
right.
Right.
I'll say this. As a coach, you can evaluate the talent that's in front of you that you see on a day-to-day basis, right?
Yes.
Because see what those kids do what they're consistent in, and where their inconsistencies are. And we can say, hey, you need to work on this, or we can put drills in place where they working on this, right?
Yeah.
That type of evaluation. But for me to evaluate somebody, I'm with Ted. I'm not. I can't look at somebody for the first time and say, oh, they do this, or they're. I need to see you more than once or twice.
Yeah.
For me, I need to see more about 3 or 4 times before I give you a.
Now,
right?
now, for a bunch of school.
But to be fair, some people can do that.
Some
people have been around this long enough. Some people are invested in this, and some people take it so seriously that they can give an evaluation. So we're not taking away from that, but understand it takes time to get to that point.
Well, KP, your point. Some have been evaluating for so long, they have something to reference, right? They have evaluated D2s, D1s, semi-pro, and NBA level talent, and they can see what. Hey, this kid. They have a reference of what this guard or what this post has done and what it looks like. I don't have that. I'm not gonna lie.
I tell you this. I go back to Coach Gorman when we played Kale as when Scoot Henderson was a sophomore, and we played Kale in the state playoffs at home. After that game, Coach Gorman looked at us and said, "Man, we just lost to a pro."
Yeah,
but you could just tell from you could look at certain kids and be like, "Hey, that kid's got it." So, I mean, you look at a kid like Scoot Henderson, like Ace Bailey. You see that kid, what's your kid? The big boy at
Caleb
private school right now. Caleb, you see, and Coach Gorman said the same thing about that kid. Like, man, listen, that kid is gonna be a pro. And I mean, some you can see. I can't sit here and tell you, hey, that boy right there,
right?
He gonna be a. I can't do that. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that I can.
Now we have trusted evaluators who say that we trust and say, hey, this kid gonna be da 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 da. Because they have been doing it for a long time or have the potential to be X, Y, and Z.
That responsibility. I don't want an evaluation out on the kid that may potentially hurt them or help them based on what I'm saying because I'm trying to be in the mix.
100%. Well, and I ain't finna get no evaluation on the kid just so he can be my homeboy either.
Nah.
I mean, that's just me, but I mean, I know how to go out and pick a team now, and I know who I need to cut. I got an eye for that. I got an eye for that now.
Hold up now. 1 + 1 ain't 2. What to say? All the puppies ain't barking with this.
Hey man, I'll tell you that, and I tell you this, and I tell you that
words matter, huh?
Hey, I tell you, and that dog won't hunt either.
That dog won't hunt.
That dog won't hunt.
Words matter,
man. Please.
Hey, so we are live on IG, man. Middle Georgia Middle School hoops have been in the comments. It's not popping up on our main screen over here, but they said Caleb Holt is about to come to Georgia and take over this year at Grayson. Kid is special. Caleb Holt. So he's a kid that was out of Alabama, played with Game Elite.
Yeah. He just transferred in, right?
Just transferred in. He is going to be special. He is special.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun to watch, right? So
he's going to Grayson, right?
He's going to Grayson. So I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but yeah. So it's gonna be interesting, man. That the Graysons and
the Wheelers, the
Wheelers picked up.
Is Grayson
new
country, right?
Don't give me the line.
Grayson, I want to say Grayson's like top 10.
Now I don't think this year. Last year they were.
No, I think this year I promise I seen something this year. I thought.
To my Grayson?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Grayson
Like top 5 maybe.
listen, man. Grayson got some fire over there, boy.
Well, they got some fire now.
They had some last year.
I mean, last year, but when Caleb Hope moved, what I'm telling you, when Caleb Hope moved in, they got some fire now. I seen them in June.
Man, yeah.
In June, it was all right.
That's probably because everybody wasn't there.
Oh, 100%. Right now, like you said, they got some fire.
Yeah, man. They probably had them ninth graders playing up there.
Yeah. So you didn't see the full. You didn't see the full.
No.
Full. Well, all the pieces, I would say.
Yeah. They got a lot.
So yeah. So you didn't see the full. You didn't see the.
That me. My bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to high school. A lot of kids that I coached or coached against are starting to get into their upperclassmen years. I've been following them for a while now, so we'll kind of get to see. There's gonna be some that emerge, and we'll see.
Yeah. Charles, you said who was that on Twitter? Middle Georgia who?
Middle Georgia Middle School Hoops. They're on IG.
Okay, so Middle Georgia Middle School Hoops. We've seen something that they went to high school now. So ask them what they think about high school in Middle Georgia.
Oh, so
hold on. They just went to high school.
They just no. They starting to cover high school now. So they would just cover middle school. But now they're gonna start covering high school.
Well, they can hear you, KP. The comments just don't pop up.
So
what did they son just move up or something?
No. They said by popular demand.
Oh. All right.
So Middle Georgia High School.
All right.
Tell me what y'all think about high school in Middle Georgia. Since you guys are now.
What that is.
Well, as they start to roll their comments in, we'll keep it moving. It's a great question.
Yeah. I was curious.
It's a great combo.
I know they follow the page, and they put out a lot of stuff about middle school kids around here. Like middle school, they was tracking middle school basketball.
I didn't know that. Now that's some.
Yeah, they were highlighting kids and putting
good then.
All that good stuff. Yeah, but like I said, I seen something that they're gonna transition over to high school basketball. I want to say this year.
Oh, okay. All right. We're good. Good then.
Just their outlook on that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The more eyes, the more better.
The more eyes, the better. That's right. So.
Yeah.
I think. Kenny, what are your expectations? I guess from this high school season. Just Middle Georgia basketball. I ain't gonna just say Hoko basketball, because then they gonna say you on the coach staff and you didn't got this kid cut and all this type of stuff. So now I ain't saying just
Even though we've put that out there a million times, I think people still think that. But anyway,
there you go.
Actually, man, I think the areas continue to grow, right? I think we have a lot of kids that are playing travel basketball that is getting some notoriety, thanks to Hype South.
Mm-hmm.
Lacey does on the radar, playing in the right places, right?
Big time.
Yeah, and I think it's put a lot of people on the map, right? So I think Middle Georgia is untapped in a sense of people are trying to put their hands in Middle Georgia now because they do realize there's a lot of talent down here. So I'm excited about it, man. And kind of to Charles' point, when the Hype South Invitational does come, right, to kind of see what those matchups are going to be, because that product is continuing to grow. So I'm excited. It's some of the change of the guard is happening, right? So Cam Perkins is not here anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now who steps up, right? You guys over at Warner Robins have been the kind of the level for this area, right? Based on the consistency and the things that you've been able to do. There's teams out in Macon that are coming along. Coach Harnett, shout out to him. He's doing a great thing with Southwest out there, right? Um, Central, they're coming along slowly but surely. They have a pipeline, right? Rutland, their coaching staff out there is kind of turned the curve and
Hey,
not to do certain things out there and put people on the map. So I think this area as a whole it's going to start getting notoriety based on how hard and the things that they do. Baldwin, you got Baldwin out there. You got who am I missing, Charles? So Northside has a new start, right? With Coach Buck over there that's going to come in and implement some things and put a system in place. Veterans for the last however many years has been consistent and nothing else, right? Based on what they've been able to either bring in or kids that they find a way to win games. So, and then you got Perry with Coach G out there, and he does what he does from a college aspect as far as developing kids. So I'm excited.
Let me hop on this. Can I give my take on this?
Go ahead, brother. I'm listening.
Let me grab the mic for a minute.
Okay.
Let me grab the mic for a minute.
Charles,
Yeah. I had to sit up for this. I had to fix my posture.
We ready, Tennessee.
You ready? All right. So I think Middle Georgia. I think the girls programs are doing a great job. Our boys programs in Middle Georgia, our coaches, our program, our kids, we got to step up. The girls, I'm being honest. If we look at the girls in Middle Georgia, you had just in Elite 8, you had Baldwin, veterans, Warner Robins, Jones County. Who else am I missing?
To my girls.
This girls.
Who'd you say already?
Baldwin, veterans, Central. Baldwin's veterans, Central. Warner Robins, Jones County.
Warner Robins went in the Elite 8. Girls.
They was. All right, so Jones County was then. Jones County. So we have
they've had consistency. We'll give consistency.
So what I would So what I would like to see is more productivity from the men's basketball piece, right? As far as winning postseason games. And I know one, because right now, if I name somebody that did it consistently, it's only probably Warner Robins and maybe veterans. Those probably I think Southwest went deep too. Maybe.
Southwest went to the Elite 8. We went to the Elite 8. I want to say Baldwin went to the Elite 8 as well.
You're right. Sorry, Coach. Baldwin. I think we can do a little bit better with the talent that we have around here. My expectations to have more Middle Georgia teams playing in the postseason.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this to
on the men's side.
On the men's side, I give Coach Buck his just due and his credit when he was at Jones, because
my bad.
Not the year before last, we didn't make the state playoffs. They beat us and they went to the Final Four.
Correct.
Jones. And we beat them last year and we went to the Elite 8. But you got to understand the region that we was in.
I do.
So, right. And I don't think a lot of people, other people understand that region.
Right.
In that region, right. In that region, the last 2 years, it's been three teams. It was 3 teams in the Final Four
Mhm.
the year before last, which was Jones, Dutchtown, Eagles Landing in the
So,
Final Four.
so
And
to your point, Tad, if we were to go and say in the last 4 years, we in the last 4 years, and I'm just talking men's side. Like I said, I think the girls is really coming up, and they're doing a magnificent job. But on the boys' side, in the last 4 years, how many programs in Middle Georgia can you say have made it to the Elite Eight? Can we name more than 5?
let's see. Jones, us, Baldwin, Southwest. Did Westside? I don't know. Did Westside go to the Elite Eight a couple years ago?
Well, who?
I don't know. But I was thinking they did. Well, I'm talking about within the last 4 years.
What's
Within the
that?
last 4. Yeah, within last. Charles, you might be right. Within the last 4 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Somebody out there listening can help us out because I'm pretty sure when we get off, somebody gonna jump on Facebook and say, "Man, these guys know what they talking about."
They want to know.
This and
They want to know if we count Stratford. Do we count private schools?
no, I don't.
No,
I don't.
So we don't. We don't. So actually, we got a response from Middle Georgia Middle School Hoops. If I can be honest, Middle Georgia basketball can match with players anywhere in the southeastern part of the country. The guard play is tremendous, but I think the bigs not too improved.
I can go with that.
The big what? The bigs are what?
Not so much improved.
Nah, I can go with that.
Yeah, I think I agree. Our guard play is crazy. The bigs, I don't. Do we have bigs?
We got some, but most of them do play they dual sports, whether they play football, and it's just a matter if you're going to keep them for 4 years, right?
That's true. That's true. Most of our bigs are football players. Good point. Yeah.
So, but that's my expectation for this upcoming season. I want to see more Middle Georgia programs going to the Elite Eights and Final Fours, advancing to those, right?
In your opinion, how does that happen? In your opinion,
that's a tough one because it's a lot goes into that.
Well, like I said,
well, before you say that, let's just say this. For any coaches that may be watching, we're 100% sure that you guys would like to advance as far as you could, right? So we're not blaming or shaming or any of those things based on what the turnout is. We just know that we have the potential to put each other and uplift each other to put us on the map, and that will be a hope, right, Charles?
Yes.
I won't put words in your mouth, but
nah, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't.
We don't want to make it seem like we're bashing.
Not bashing anybody. Not bashing anybody program because hell, we didn't even make the state tournament. Year before last. So, I mean, they ain't bashing nobody. I think what they're saying is 100%. They just want to see everybody in Middle Georgia advance deeper than. Yeah. But let me tell y'all this though.
Maybe make it count.
Yes, make it count. And Dooley. Don't forget about Dooley because I think, matter of fact, they played each other. And they played each other in the Final Four or the Elite Eight.
My bad. I left y'all off, man. My bad.
That's on me too, Coach Rice. But I did forget about that. They played each other for like the 15th time that in that season. But I'm to be honest with you, man, I'm telling you, it ain't easy. It ain't easy getting there. I tell you that much. It ain't easy, and it ain't easy advancing either. I mean, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of mental focus. It's gonna take a little luck as well. But it ain't easy. I can tell you that much.
But
But I mean,
that's what I would. Yeah, I think we can. I think Middle Georgia has good teams, all right, and great players. One of those teams. I think it can be done. But to your point, it is going to be how do we I say we, but how do the mental part stay intact, right? So when we start talking about, and this is going to roll back into an earlier conversation we had, right? So how do we get the AAU coaches and the trainers on the same track as the head basketball coach, or as you just move out the way? I seen some people they at the bottom of yelling at the person they train at the back of the rim. It's like, hey man, they at this juncture they have a coach.
but I'm gonna tell you this though. I that kid knows
For you, they may know.
who to listen to in that environment.
Right.
Because here's the thing. I really don't understand that piece, because for one, you don't like parents to come in and tell you how to train or what to do when you're training. Or you don't want a coach to tell you what to do when you're training. Now, you can ask the coach feedback on, coach, what is he doing? How's he doing? This, that, and the other. Or a coach can tell you, hey, man, this joker missed 700 shots a day at practice. Might need to get that jump shot now or whatever. I mean, that's fine.
And that's the relationship right there that needs to.
Hey,
But
is my comments working? I don't see no comments.
Well, I don't see none either, so they must not be.
Where'd you comment on?
No, I'm just saying normally I don't see anything. Nobody got no comments.
They just listen. They just listen. They just listen and looking tonight. That you'll see comments when we get off. They ain't gonna tag you, but they'll see them. But I mean again, like, those kids know to do what you've been coached to do within the basketball game, because a trainer's not there during practice. He ain't there during practice.
Wait,
what's up, Waste?
The comments not working. Okay, what's up, Waste?
The comments there. The comments working now.
But gave people word for a minute, like, hold on.
Yeah, nobody commented like, Waste. What's up, Waste?
But they ain't there during practice when we going over game planning and this, that, and the other, and they down on the baseline telling you, hey man, you should have took the first shot, or you should have backdoored when you're supposed to be coming off a pin down, stuff like that. But I mean, Coach Gorman says it all the time. If you don't listen to us, you'll listen to that bench.
You listen to that bench. Catch me up, fellas. Woo! Where do we start? KP, you gonna do a quick recap, brother?
So, Waste, we started with the mighty Hoko Bears winning up in the Dome this weekend. I mean, the Mercedes Benz. Hey, we're just more stuff. We just been talking about the camp, man. The camps coming up. Why it's valuable and important to attend the camps. What you do for this area, man, and all that good stuff. Have an evaluator eye, right, and how serious we take it, and how some people just play with it or whatever. And why going to a good camp is essential. So now we're kind of just talking about Middle Georgia basketball, and kind of what we would like to see and hopes to see, and we're rooting for the teams from this season for the on the girl side and the boy side. Is that right, Tat?
Yeah, that's right. But Charles gone. But as Wasted just said, with Charles ain't put the comment up because he gone. He what time it is? Yeah, it's about that time.
It's about that time.
Yeah, well, Wasted say the registration is on fire right now.
Right.
And let me put this disclaimer out there. I really don't, man, to be honest with you. I didn't got to an old enough age now to I just sit back and watch now. I don't have a problem in the world with a trainer, any trainer, none of y'all. I really don't care what y'all do, to be honest with you. But as long as the kids come in and take that charge, when we get him, it's all we worried about and do what we supposed to do. So I ain't got no problem with what y'all do and all that type of stuff, man. We really can care less, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's neither here nor there with me. And Hype South Invitational registration is on fire right now. Get your kids signed up again. Trainers, we want y'all to chime in, man.
So wait, we was also talking about the trainers and the relationship of what to look for in trainers. So I think today we kind of just been talking about what to look for in trainers, what to look for in camps to understand why it's successful. What's the benefit of going to one camp versus another camp? Those type of things. So that's kind of what it was.
All right, we got Brandon Biggins. Says Washington County, 2 Elite 8 appearances in the last 4 years, 2021 and 2022.
Okay, all right. We appreciate you.
And I would think that is on the boys' side. All right, well, there's another one.
Keep us straight, Brandon.
Yeah, keep us straight.
Keep us straight. So Charles is not here to change any of the screenery up right now.
Right, but
but we'll keep going.
So that's Washington County. Which Washington County? I think Brandon is the new boys head coach.
Is he? Okay.
I think he is. And if you are, Brandon, congratulations. Shout out to you, brother.
There you go.
Hopefully you can lead them to the Elite 8 this year coming up.
There you go. So
and thank you for chiming in and correcting us too, Brandon. Really appreciate that. We asked for that.
Like I said, keep us straight. We don't know it all. All right. It's a million things going on. So make sure we on point with what we're saying.
Yes, sir.
If you feel we're not on point, then chime in.
Let us know.
Trainers, chime in.
Invite us into your environment, to your gym, so we will know.
Directors, chime in.
Yeah, Brandon. Yep. Appreciate that, Brandon. Yeah. And like I say, congratulations to you, brother.
So that's what I would like to know, because I know we got a few tournament camp directors out there watching us, or as Tat said, silently watching us, whatever, right? Why should somebody come to your camp if you're a tournament director? A camp director. Sell your camp right now for the people you're trying to get to come in, right? Why? Right? We've already laid down certain aspects of camps, of why people should come to these camps and why people should do these things. But now we just got people out here just doing camps to be doing camps, it feels like, right? So where is the consistency? Where is the relationships? Why is it that somebody should come to your camp? If you're a tournament director, a camp director, I see tournament. If you're a camp director and you want to chime in, please do.
Why should kids come to your camps, Waisa?
Got the back, right?
Let us know, big dog. So, Chris Cameron, why does kids need to come to your camp?
Charles done gone crazy.
I ain't trying to judge nobody. I just want to party. I ain't trying to judge nobody.
It's King
I
George
just
Sunday,
wanna
folks.
party. I ain't trying to judge nobody. I can't judge nobody.
Hey,
I'm about to say you can't judge. I'm about to say you can't judge nobody. But I got to find that.
Hey, don't mind me, y'all. Don't mind me, man.
Hey, I like that, but
Yeah. Every now and again, at the Bow Watch, we'll tell you every Friday is King George Fridays, right? You riding in the car with me is King George. But anyway, we gotta ask the question.
wasted day it is.
Camp isn't just for that day for me. It's ongoing promotion, marketing, personal relationships, and behind the scene work. 100%.
100%. I think we said that, didn't we? Didn't we say that?
But hey, you got to get it from you. We ain't no
Because people think I got you, Tap. People think that we just. I appreciate you, Wasey.
Oh man,
yeah,
We know, but I appreciate you saying the same thing that we said before you got on. So that means there must be something valid to that, ain't it?
and we ain't talked to waste either.
Yeah. Okay.
But
so if y'all want to hear some more King George, man, y'all just hit me up in the comments. We'll get that thing rocking and rolling. But go ahead.
King George, man. I'm telling you, I am pretty pumped about these camps though, man. Mercer's having a
elite camp next weekend,
elite
right?
camp next weekend.
Yep,
coming up.
Yeah,
we got some kids that are gonna be attending that.
Yeah.
So
when's that next Sunday?
Whatever the 20.
I think it's Sunday.
I think it is. You're right. It is Sunday. Yep. That's a good local camp, and like you said, we kind of what we was talking about earlier. Kind of get out there and get that experience for some, and some may be valuable prospects as well. So that's also good.
Right. So, and here's what I also say about kind of other camps that's going on, right? So, camps definitely are on different levels, but I believe that you should start somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree. Yeah.
You ain't got to go the highest graded camp to get out there, right?
That's a great point.
Go experience what a camp means.
Hey, don't forget about freshman U too.
No. That's what I was. That's kind of what I was alluding to, right?
Yeah.
You got freshman U coming up. Shout out to Metlock,
bro. That's a. Go ahead, KP. I'm sorry.
Well, no. If you're a freshman right now, that's a great springboard for you to get to where you need to get to.
Correct.
Right? You got Pro Movement got a camp coming up. Shout out to Jared.
Yep.
Right. Another great springboard to get to where you're trying to get to. Right. Southern Hoops Report, they got a camp coming up. Shout out to Chris Watkins. Yep. And what he does at Southern Hoops Report, right? On the radar, they got a camp coming up.
Super 64.
Right. Shout out to Sean Williams and his staff on what they do. I mean, it's ample opportunity for you to get out, right? Because get your face in front of people. Go play. All these camps are different levels, right? But go understand how to play in a camp environment, right? And then, like we've been saying the whole show, we got the camps coming up. That's right here in your own backyard that you can go play in. So you got for the girls, you go up to Macon. For the boys, it's in Warner Robins. Last 2 weekends in September. But it's opportunities for you to go and put your face in front of somebody that matters, that can go and help springboard your opportunities.
So I want to hit on something.
Hit it.
So there are camps that are coming up that are in Middle Georgia and Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
people will say that certain camps only talk about certain kids, right? You can say, even in Atlanta, you can say, hey, that camp only talk about certain kids. With your almost cuss. If you ain't there, you can't get talked about, right? So in Atlanta, let's be honest, it's for Georgia, it is the Mecca. Whether you want to believe it or not, it is what it is. The sooner you accept that fact, the better off your athlete will be. It is the Mecca for Georgia. And some will even say the Southeast. It is the Mecca. You want to get exposure, you want to get seen, you want to get put on the map, you got to go through Atlanta. It is what it is. Anybody disagree with that? So hence why we play where we play in certain camps, in certain tournaments.
Well,
So,
I'm gonna say this, Charles. We could beat a dead horse all we want to and say, hey, you need to go to Atlanta. You need to go to Albany. You need to go to Warner Robins. You need to go to Macon. You need to go to hell anywhere. But if the kid don't put it on the floor, then none of that matters.
bingo. So, and that's kind of to my point, man. You when you go up there, and Kenny, we've been in this grind for a while,
Long time.
right? When you start talking about Atlanta and the kids they talk about, kids are recycled. Those kids are everywhere they go. When you look at them, you're like, oh, okay, they putting it on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But we have, I don't know what's going on in our area, right? You have people that want to bypass or work around, or I won't even say people. I'll say programs that want to work around. You can't go around it, man. You can't. There's no going around. There's no skipping a step. There's no. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I mean you're absolutely right. I mean you can't. I mean you can. I mean because it's I mean it's plenty of people doing it right now. They're going around. They're trying to shortcut the process and go
And let
above
me
and beyond.
and, and let me just. I'm about to interrupt you, but I got to let me get this out there too, Ted. Um, but last year, 16 seniors from the unsigned hype girls registered for the camp. 12 girls got signed. 12 out of the 16.
Sign.
Sign.
What does sign mean, Charles?
They signed a letter of intent to go to school. They're in school right now. Right? And the boys had 10. 10. Right? So they got help either directly or indirectly from that camp for that class of 2020. But I just want to put that out there. When we start, and that's kind of where I was going with this about where you goes and where you play and where you camp and where you do your travel ball and the tournaments that they're putting you in. It matters, right? Whether it's indirectly or directly, it matters. So, and that's what the unsigned hype is going to provide for you. I know it took me a long way to get around the bush, but that's kind of where I was going.
I love it.
Well, again, I mean, you got, like I said, you got a lot of people that go above and beyond the process and excuse me, complain the whole way that they ain't getting what other people are doing and guide or not on the same floor or this, that, and the other. But all in all, you've got to put it on the floor.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, you got to put it on the floor. And that's what all that matters. You putting it on the floor.
Right.
And if you don't put it on the floor, but I think a lot of it is a lot of people aren't real about their kid or their play and the expectations. I think a lot of that. I think it's a lot of that. Even if they kid go up there and on a certain circuit or on a certain team or whatever, and they don't put it on the floor, but they talk about the teammate, then it's well, they just looking out for what's the name? Are they just friends with this person, that person? But they ain't looking at the fact that their kid had average 0 points a game, or he might have one game where he had 10, and the other couple games he had about 5, 7 turnovers a game. They ain't not being realistic and looking at that aspect. And I know everybody has got, not everybody, I mean a lot of us has got high expectations and want what's best for our kids, but sometimes you got to be realistic. And I'm realistic about mine. I tell you that up front. And I tell you that when AJ played football last year, I told his coach, move him from out there defensive back because he ain't finna hit nobody. Ain't finna talk to nobody. I'm being honest. I know my child. Coach, he's a smart kid. He's gonna remember everything he tell you to do. He's gonna remember everything what everybody else is supposed to be doing. Put him at quarterback so he can hand the ball off. They went to the Almonds Bowl, which is the championship game, which is they played in the consolation game after that. But I'm being honest about my child. A lot of people aren't honest about their kid. And I think too, and it's just me thinking, and I could be wrong. I'm not always right. And I can admit that. And I think a lot too is a lot of people get in a lot of these kids' ears and tell them they this, that, and the other, and tell the parents this, that, and the other. And they're not being honest with the parents of the kid. All because they want that money to keep coming in.
Everybody hating.
Well, I ain't gonna say everybody hating, but I'm pretty sure come a point in time that's what's gonna be said, that everybody's hating and this, that, and the other. But I just tell parents or tell anybody, be realistic with your kid. Be realistic. Yes, it might hurt their feelings, but I ain't gonna sit here and tell my kid no lie. And it hurt him in the long run. So be realistic, man. I mean, that's all. I mean, that's what I think, man. But hey, who am I?
It's a real conversation you gotta have. Right. So
I really think that's
I think that would help. And I think it's hard for some parents because some kids do develop faster at a younger age, and they're used to their kids being this and that. Little Johnny ain't the man no more. Others have caught up. That's a real thing, but you just got to keep working. So if always promote work ethic, I think that will kind of
and I think I'm gonna speak for here. I'm gonna speak for here in Middle Georgia. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna speak for here in Middle Georgia. I'm gonna speak for here in Warner Robins.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think a lot of kids that you will see that are real, and programs that you see that are real successful in elementary and the middle school stages don't pan out when they get to high school.
That's a fact.
Because it's not a lot of honesty right now. But then when you got people that try to be honest, then like Kenny said, that goes to hate. Oh, they just hating. Oh,
Yeah.
they just don't like such and such. And like, now we just try to tell you, like, do this, this, and this.
Well, everything is a process, right?
Right. And everybody route is not gonna be the same.
Right.
And I think I'm telling you, within that elementary and middle school stage, everybody thinks that everybody's route is gonna be the same.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not.
Nope.
At all.
It's not. But don't nobody want to have that honest conversation.
At all.
So, and I think that here's the thing, man. I think the best thing for a young athlete, always go into a situation, whether it's tryouts, whether you're the man or you're not the man, or you the lady or not the lady, every year, every drill, anything that's competitive, go out like you got something to prove. Like you have to prove yourself, and you have to keep that mentality. Because when you get to college, guess what? You're gonna be a nobody, and you're gonna have to prove yourself again. It's gonna start over, and
Bro,
when you get over again.
When you get to ninth grade, now a lot of that stuff cuts out in the ninth grade. When you hit the high school level,
Mm-hmm.
now a lot of that stuff that you got away with. Now, unless you one of those high schoolers that's still playing middle school ball in the summertime.
So, we do got to comment on IG, Middle Georgia Middle School, who said a lot of that is all athleticism, no skill and discipline development. As time go on and everybody hits puberty, it kind of dies down. Kind of to your point, Ted.
That is
A lot to your point.
What's that saying? Sports isn't fair.
no, it's not. But you got to be honest, though. You
Yeah.
got to be honest.
Some people don't have to work as hard as other people.
I tell kids all the time, like, do what you're good at. Do what you're good at. And I tell you another thing. I'll tell you another thing too that gets me. If you look at the landscape of just say Middle Georgia basketball,
Mm-hmm.
tell me how many 6'8", 6'9" kids you just seen walk or in the Middle Georgia area. You probably can name probably at least 12 of them.
Well, and that was kind of my point to a previous comment. Like, we just don't have that, right?
Well, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. But normally, if you think about it, the forwards, the position, the forwards, the centers are here is no bigger than 6'6", 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
You might run across a 6'8", 6'9" joker every once in a while. We never had that at Warner Robinson High, but
every 5-6 years you get one.
Yeah.
right. So when you get a kid that is 6'9" or 6'8", 6'6", and you see him shooting fadeaway jump shots and Euro stepping, and you looking at him like, bro, you're not gonna do that. Around here, you're not gonna do that in high school unless you are elite doing that.
You hating.
I'm being honest.
You hating on the next game.
Your butt gonna be down there rebounding, and there's no knock to that.
But let's not act like we ain't heard that before.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have.
You trying to put him on the block? He just because he tall don't mean he need to go to the block.
And I'm not saying just because he's tall, he needs to go to the block. But I'm saying, look at the basis of your programs here in your area.
Mm-hmm. Where you gonna shine at?
Like, I say it all the time, you are what you're being recruited as.
True.
And I give you a prime example, Greg Jones. Greg Jones was 6'4", played the forward for us. I mean, that's normally forward for us. But he can play with his back to the basket, and he can step out and shoot the three. He can do both. Before Greg got hurt his senior year, Greg was averaging 25 and 10 before he broke his arm. 25 and 10. Because Greg knew, hey, my bread and butter gonna be here. But a lot ain't getting taught like that.
Yeah. No, you're
A,
right.
a lot of them's not getting taught to rebound and
Go kill what we can kill at.
or go kill or be that toughness.
And let me tell you something. I was 5'16" inches in high school.
At 5'16".
5'16" inches. I could put my back to the basket. I was versatile, baby. Could do it all. Do it all. They called that being a hooper. I was a hooper.
Charles,
Yeah.
you was positionless before it was positionless, huh?
But nobody had even heard of 5'16". I thought,
I tell you this, Charles. Charles crazy. That man crazy. Dog, the best 6'5". I give him 6'5", maybe 6'6". Post player that I've seen is Trayvon Walker.
oh, 100%. Yeah.
Man, he getting every rebound. And ain't nobody down there rebounding but him.
That's one right there.
Yeah, 5'16".
And the thing about it is, I don't want to hear nothing about, oh well, he was number 1 draft pick. That football stuff ain't got nothing to do with him wanting
It's called a what? It's called
to grab every rebound and dominate that paint down there. It's a reason why they won 2 state championships.
That's all fire right there.
So now, okay, so now we're talking championships. Let's kind of, I'm on the kind of transition, right? We watched USA basketball, watch the men take it, watch the women take it. How, and I know we done talked about this and we done beat this so many times, right? How important is roles in high school?
Oh, I mean,
I don't even know if you could just limit that to high school, but we just gonna talk high school.
Charles, you want to start this conversation at 8:39?
Yeah,
We got 25 minutes.
I tell you this. I go back to role players. I always will go back to this. I always go back to our state championship run. You know who's the most important guy? Well, to me, and I'm pretty sure Coach Gorham would probably agree as well if he's watching. The most important guy to that team was Jaden Norman. Jaden Norman. Yes, Kobe gonna get his. Yes, Nelson gonna get his. Yes, Champ gonna do what he does. Yes, they gonna do what he does. Jaden Norman. There you go, Wason tell you. Jaden Norman. That was the man for our team. Yes. Same thing with Trayvon Walker. Trayvon Walker, to me, was the most important kid on that Upsilon team. Yes, Ty Fagan was the man. Yes, Zyreek gonna get his. Yes, the other little guard, number 2, I don't forget his name. He's gonna knock down a bunch of shots. But Trayvon Walker was the X factor to me. Jaden Norman was the X factor for us. So to your point, role players is you got to have them.
But if you're a high school coach, men's, women's, it don't matter. How do you all get y'all players to buy into role playing?
Cam, thank you, Wason. Yeah, rest in peace, Cam. and that kid and Cam as well. But I'm telling you, I mean, it's gonna have to come from that team meeting at the beginning of the year. Let them know, hey. But in all honesty, us as coaches can talk about it, but if we got to delegate a kid to be a role player, I don't think we're gonna be any good. But if those kids figure it out and buy into it, I think we're gonna be good. And I'm gonna tell you, Jaden, and I always go back to Norman. Jaden Norman didn't care if he didn't score not 1 point, but he's gonna rebound offensively and defensively. He's gonna guard whoever we need him to guard, and he's gonna sacrifice his body for the team. And he ain't gonna play with that. He's not gonna play outside of himself. Meaning, Jaden, he ain't gonna get out there and take no untimely threes because he know that's not him.
So here's the question, right? We see so many rankings or projected players. How do you recognize that, right? How does that get recognized? Because that is a invaluable piece. That is a piece that is that's required, right? And to your point, it's probably the most important piece, but the least rewarded piece. That's the difficult part, right? How do you reward that? How do you expose that so other people can see that this player is this? That's hard.
I mean, what you said it best. Real basketball people notice it immediately.
That's true.
And we go as far as to we give out a charge award every year. Whoever take the most charges, sacrifice the body for the team. They get an award at the end of the year.
So I think that's great. And I think of when you talk about the Norman kid, I immediately come to and I'm just thinking of Hoko, Devin Robinson.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That kid was on nobody's list, nobody's ranking, but when he came in each and every day and put in work, right? Didn't whine about it, didn't anything. He was that guy.
Because if you think about it, majority of the people are only coming to the games to see the best players. They can care less about Devin, who's blocking shots, who's taking charges, who's rebounding. They come to see Malik dunk the ball, Malik shoot a three, Cam shoot a three. You know what I'm saying? They coming to see that. But like we say, real basketball people knows immediately, like that kid right there doing all the dirty work.
So the Middle Georgia Hoop says Devin was the glue guy. He was. Devin was the glue guy last year. He got to have players like him to win championships. Absolutely.
Yes. You have to.
100%.
Devin did it without the most humble kids you will meet. Just
and right now, and as you said, he wasn't on nobody's radar, wasn't on nobody's rankings at all. Wasted knew about him.
Yeah.
And Wasted tweeted about him. Wasted talked about him a whole bunch.
I think he had a video out, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. But anybody else's list, he wasn't on nobody else's list, rankings, and nothing like that. But guess what he did? He put it on the floor, and guess where he at now?
Hey,
He's playing at the next level.
That's it. It says we have talented players all over the place, but the player we're going to have the most trouble replacing is Francis Anakuda.
Yes.
a straight workhorse. And shout out to her for just getting her first D1 offer. She has 2 total
Seen that. Congratulations to her.
offers, but the number will go up as time moves forward. Congratulations, Francis. Super
Yeah.
proud of you. That young lady, she reminds me a lot of Devin, right? So she
Yes.
does the rebound and the putbacks, all the dirty work, and it just goes. It ain't flashy, right?
And no ego, just plays hard.
It
Just
reminds
play
you,
hard.
right?
Yeah.
From Duncan, ain't nothing flashy about it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's boring. Boom, boom. Before you know it, they got 32. Like,
Yeah.
he did us like that.
Yeah. I really like her. I'm happy for her.
I'm happy for her and Jazz as well.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz, been killing
Jazz is another one. I'm
yeah. Been
I'm
watching.
super happy for her as well, man.
Yeah.
But you need those role players, man. If you plan on win, and don't get me wrong, Jaden Norman wasn't the only role player that we had.
Right.
That was the glue guy, but Jaden Norman was the glue guy. I mean, you had Jamel, you had Bobby, you had Black, you had all of those champ, all of those kids, you know, but Jaden Norman was the one.
So and I just think that's so important, man. And those type of players, they unless you're a basketball guy, you won't know. So Ronaldo Callaway, Southwest, is another kid.
That's the other big kid, number 10, Wasey.
He's like 6'4", 6'5". I think he's playing football right now. He's a pretty good football player too, if I'm not mistaken.
I wonder is that the number 10 that Harnett had, the other big kid.
I don't know.
It might have been.
But yeah, he's a workhorse. Like second rebounds, second opportunities.
Man, listen,
that's the.
I absolutely love kids like that. And when you have kids like that, and this is the thing. When you got kids like that, Jaden Norman, who's 6'4", Quan Dillard, who was about 6'4", Greg Jones, a 6'4", Devin 6'4". All of those guys did the same thing, played the same way.
Yeah. So they said Tristan Thomas, Dennis Rodman, Draymond Green, Al Horford back in the day with blue guys.
Even the kid veterans, the Tristan kid veterans.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look, man, I'm gonna tell you this. We was kind of talking about this a while ago. I think when the Regents came out, and his name popped. I was like, man, that kid, his name might not have been high on the points, but when it came to rebound, second chance opportunities, like bruh, yeah, I like what I see out of the kid. I'll put it that way for sure. I'll take him in RP. Well, let me stop. They're gonna say I'm recruiting for somebody.
Oh yeah. Don't do that. No. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say you'll take him now. No.
He is happily going to veterans.
He's at veterans.
Yeah, because
I don't know the kid. I just like his game. Right?
No, y'all track record right now.
I know, right? We see him twice a year. I like his game. That's it.
You're a dirty joker, boy. You got your money. Slid you one in there, Tat.
Slid down right on in. So yeah, y'all don't say that, boy. Not right now. Not during these days.
Streets is hot right now.
Ooh, boy. Somebody's smoking, boy. Yeah, but y'all leave that alone. King George, that was my boy.
Yeah.
Charles, you about to get a phone call, Charles.
Yeah, Charles.
Charles, go ahead and put the disclaimer out there.
You're all night, baby.
Put that disclaimer out there, Charles G.
It said, "Little weight don't bother me." Who? What up? What up?
What up?
Kenny, hey, Kenny. Hey, Pookie still mad with you, bit dog. You want to speak to you?
He meant to you in the comments.
Hey, hey, Pookie still mad with you, Kenny. Kenny didn't put that control on Pookie. He mad.
Oh, Pookie got thumped.
Damn, Pookie,
Hey.
I'm you too, man.
Hey, man. That man, he mad. Hey, Pooh, you got to get some get back, man.
Just in case y'all getting caught up, you weren't here last week. Yeah, evidently KP put a spanking on Pookie on the NCAA football jump. I guess the get back ain't happened yet.
Hey, Middle Georgia, what's in Middle Georgia middle school?
Middle school, yeah.
Hey, you gonna do a ranking?
Please don't do
Oh,
it.
yeah. Yeah, I won't know if he gonna do a ranking. Boys and girls, basketball. You gonna do a ranking? You gonna do a player ranking? Or you're 2-1, okay.
Oh, okay. You up to
Okay. All right. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad.
Hey, he still ain't speak to me though. Ask him about them too.
Yeah, that's why he ain't speaking to you about them too. But yeah, man. The middle Georgia, you gonna do a player ranking or a team ranking? I'm trying to figure out.
We waiting on him to respond. Yeah. All right.
I want to know. I want to know.
So,
hey, I want to know, man. I want to know it. Go on, answer a bit, dog. You shake your head, Kenny. Why you shake your head? I want to know. And I know I said.
Hold on. He said, "Yes, sir. That is the plan, and
okay,
definitely a watch list. So y'all
watch list as well.
be on the lookout.
So okay, what are we talking about? Because I gotta know.
Oh, you want to know if it's middle school or high school?
No, I don't. What's the criteria?
I want to know. Wait, I want to know if it's team or play. Well, is it team or players?
Oh, so we got a few questions.
Middle school or high school?
Middle school.
No, he said high school. It's high school. He said high school.
No,
he said transition up.
Hold on. But remember, this is designed to really highlight players in Middle Georgia. Okay. So I think the question is if it's middle school or high school, and what's the criteria, and if it's going to be players or programs.
So okay, so let me ask you this: is a watch list better than a rankings?
I think a watch list is like, hey, I've seen this kid. Need to see some more.
I don't want to get into rankings. I just want to know how we ranking. What criteria are we using for rankings?
I don't know. Last time I did a watch list, Joker threatened to shoot up my eyes. And I wouldn't even, I would just, so be careful, brother. Just do it under your alias and just saying. Hey, just saying. So be careful, boy. Wait, I'm what happened? What? I do something wrong? Hey, no, James Brown said in the interview, what? I do something wrong? James Brown. Just saying. So, I want to know if he gonna do it on players, teams, or what he gonna do it on. And they say what
did you hear this?
Yeah, I heard it all.
This ain't. He said this really ain't a ranking for players. LOL. I ain't worried about that. Not
Okay.
the person that threatened to shoot up your house. Kids not even playing college strike.
Oh,
Damn. Oh, maybe he know more than we think.
yeah.
Might know more than what we.
Oh, like you say, you might know more than we think then. All right, brother. Well, we'll be stay tuned on your list and on your list and watch list, and make sure you tag us, man, so we'll know.
Tag the page, man.
So that's
That's
our new
I
outro.
ain't trying to judge nobody. I just want to party. I ain't trying to judge nobody.
So we're about to get ready to get up out of
I
here.
just wanna party.
I like that song right up, but I ain't never heard that.
I can't judge nobody. 'Cause I'm only human too.
So as we get out of here, this DJ Charles G. Just mind your business. Y'all try to mind y'all's too.
I like that song right up, Charles.
Oh, you know me. I'm smoking cigars and drinking bourbon off of this all day. But
So we finna get out of here.
yeah, we finna get out of here. We finna get out of here.
Hey, man. Why we leaving?
Waste to say he gonna be on next week.
Yes. Yeah, wait.
Ain't really had nothing, nobody on my mind.
Hey,
Wanna relax, yes sir. I wanna do my thing. Hey, ooh, but here comes somebody. Swear my lane.
bro,
Hey, coming out your mouth.
like King George preaching, ain't?
Somebody else. When you know damn well you ain't doing too good yourself. Yes, always talking, always down on that.
Hey, we appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight.
Hey, man.
Yeah, tune in next week, man. We're gonna have
and just think about it. This ain't your typical podcast, not for real.
It really is. Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna mix it up every week. I promise.
You don't know what song we might play next week.
You don't know. But you know me. If I got the ox, gonna be some blues, baby.
No, don't talk about.
Middle Georgia basketball. Make sure you tag us on IG, man.
Yeah. Y'all tag us, man.
Tag us on IG.
I need to go find that.
But we're about to close out, man, and all the viewers, man. We will appreciate y'all for staying up with us and conversing with us tonight, man. If y'all got something y'all want to talk about, want to hear, or whatever the case may be, man, hit us up.
Hey, Pookie, if you up, man, holla at me. You get that run back.
Hey, and the rest of y'all too, man. Don't take none of this stuff serious, man. We just on here having fun.
Yeah.
So don't take us serious.
Don't take us serious, but in the same light, we are trying to bring some valuable information to the basketball community. And if there's other people in other communities, whether it's football, soccer, or any other sports that's going on, man, and you want to hop in and shed some light on some of the things that are going on with the net, feel free. We wide open.
Hey, shout out to our guy Marlon.
Yeah, Marlon doing his thing out there with the soccer thing.
Do the soccer.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Other than that, my good people, we will see y'all next week. We out. Peace.